how does filing for bankruptcy when you're about to get your house taken from you eventually help you keep your house? Like, what's the? I mean, maybe we might be jumping deep to the deep end, but like, like, walk me through that because I don't understand how that would work.
So
I can go ahead with that. But I also want to mention something. So especially for the lay people, we see a ton of cases where people think, "Oh, I'm just going to file for bankruptcy. It's going to stop the sale. They're not going to repossess my car. They're not going to do anything like that." They go ahead and they file for bankruptcy, and that does happen. But you cannot just file for bankruptcy and not do anything. And a lot of people do that because they don't know how to connect with an attorney. They don't know how to connect with legal services. But they're desperate because they're going to lose their house in a week. So they go ahead and file bankruptcy, we call it pro se filing, by themselves, which stops the sale or whatever. But then they don't do anything after, and the bankruptcy just gets dismissed, and their homes get put back on sale. So it's very important not just to go and file for bankruptcy, but to follow up with it and do whatever procedure is required to do. So as Peter explained, there's a bankruptcy concept called automatic stay. If you file for bankruptcy, it's just the law. They're not allowed to repossess your house now. They're not allowed to repossess your car. They're not allowed to try to collect on your credit cards for a period of time if you do your bankruptcy correctly. So this law, it's a federal law by the government, automatic stay prevents. So if someone does try to repossess your car or home, there are penalties that the bankruptcy court can give against us. For example, you file for bankruptcy a week before the sale. If they still went through with the sale, the court will reverse the sale, but not only that, they can also put some fines or penalties against the whatever entity that went through. So banks, they know that they're not going to sell your house. But after filing, you also have to follow with the court proceedings. So you have to do everything properly. You have to file all your schedules properly. If you owe too much money on a loan, instead of like repaying your arrears on the mortgage, you might want to do something known as loss mitigation, apply for like a loan modification to settle your loan in bankruptcy court. But we see a lot of people, just because they don't know where to go for help, they simply go, they file for bankruptcy, but they don't file anything after, and their case just gets dismissed, and they don't resolve their issue, and eventually, the lender can foreclose again.
Well,
I want to add something.
And I guess like to kind of like piggyback on that, it's like there are clear-cut key steps to filing a bankruptcy. It's codified in the U.S. Code, so it's Chapter 11 in the U.S. Code, and basically this is the way it goes. And this is for both Chapter 7s and Chapter 13s. You file, you get an automatic stay, provided you don't file too many times, and we can get into that